Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some Dungeons and Dragons Descent into Avernus, brought to you by Cloak and Stagger. Thank you for being here today. This is session 42. 42 of living life in hell and slightly out of hell early on.
Did you say brought to you by Cloak and Stagger?
Brought to you by Cloak and Stagger, the streaming service of super famousness.
Just like Disney Plus.
Yay.
Free subscription though. No. Free follow. Subscription's like $5, I think. But not a lot of rewards for it. Working on that. I got an emote in the works, I swear to God. Hey, how are y'all doing? Also, players, what's going on?
Doing good, Dad. Doing good. How are you?
Hello.
I'm okay, man. I got a fun little night prepared for y'all. You guys are kind of in a bit of a pickle with no transportation, on foot, and hopefully going the right way. And we left off with probably an encounter about to happen. Maybe. I don't know. The way I'm staring at the battlefield and the way it looks like, it sure as shit looks like a fight's about to happen. But I want to hear from, as always, one of y'all on what went down last time. We got a volunteer?
I did it last time. The last two times. Somebody else's turn for inspiration.
I wasn't here.
You were here.
No, he wasn't.
Hey, well, you really wasn't here.
No, he wasn't here.
I
He was
was
here
the
in spirit.
stab.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Sigor was stabbed. He was. That I remember.
Whip out those notes, Robbie.
I can always do
didn't
it.
Track them. I got it.
You
This
sure?
would be
I
a
don't know.
short because we did a lot of talking, but mainly we just sort of kind of hashed stuff out between us. So
Everybody go ahead.
last time we picked off after just having our butts kicked at the fortress that Smiler wanted to attack. We were walking out into the desert, no transportation, no plan anymore. Our tails tucked between our legs because we got our butts kicked hard. And so we start walking towards where we think we'll either find those vehicles or the Tower of Erd. Yeah, Tower of somebody. I think it was
Ooh,
where,
so close.
You'll help me out in a minute. Where we think we can find Mordenkainen. And he'll be able to give us some help and some answers and make everything right again, because we've got his blood in our packs that he wanted. And so as we set out, it started raining, but this wasn't any rain. It was like a blood rain. So our sorcerer, being a wind and weather type guy, gave us a rain shield. It was really nice.
I did do that.
We went to a cave where we decided to take a long rest because we were all pretty whooped, and we talked about what we thought we needed to be doing going forward. We didn't really clear much up, but we're the type that doesn't roll with a plan. We just roll with the changes. And so after that, we woke up the next morning, headed back out again, and once we'd been traveling for a little bit, we saw something coming towards us in the distance. And it turned out to be a giant herd of abyssal chickens. And right before we started to attack, Jamie said, and that's where we'll call it for tonight. And so now we get to attack 50 abyssal chickens.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's close enough to what went down. There's a couple things I'm going to mention that you missed, but you can go ahead and have inspiration, buddy, for the evening.
Thanks.
Two things that happened, I think. First off, when you guys found a little bit of shelter from that rain while you were trying to rest, and Lulu's body started to glow a little bit brighter than before. So it actually changed again. Significant maybe, who knows, but that is something that did happen. Second thing that happened, I think one of you were carving or drawing on the walls. I don't recall. I want to say Hayes was the one doing that.
It was me.
What'd you carve on those walls?
Absolutely nothing of interest.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
Dick.
And the other big thing that happened that you didn't mention was when you guys were a little bit out in the open, you saw a massive flying up and down tall structure just scraping the ground of Avernus way off in the distance, but thrumming the ground that you stood on just with pulses. Even though it was so far away, you could still feel it. It looked gigantic. And a lot of you, I think, hid. Like everyone hid except Stab when he saw this. But it flew on right by. What that was
He didn't
is
mention it because it was so weak and powerless compared to us that it was just not even worth noting.
yeah, that may be the
Or
case.
Because I'm probably going to have nightmares from it. One or the other.
Speculate what you will on what that was, but it is something that you all saw. All that being said, I think it's time to hop on over to the game. So, I've already had y'all draw out kind of what's going on here. So just to set the stage on what we're looking at. You guys are standing here in this field, looking out in the distance a bit, a decent distance away, and you see what you now know thanks to Hayes' spyglass, a lot of chickens, abyssal chickens. Something you've ran into before that seemed like a nuisance more than anything, but now there's a lot of them. And they're just trotting you in your direction. The plan you all have come up with is now to create a huge storm cloud via these yellow blocks here, representing that, throwing out multiple ball bearings that are laying out in the hard, crusted ground of Avernus, some falling through cracks, some sitting out in the open, and also shove some pittons in the ground and tied your rope across, just in case any charge at you. Hopefully maybe they'll fall over or something as such. And you're all standing here right now. So,
Yeah, my boys weren't prepared. Hell yeah, that's a huge setup. Well done, guys.
I'd like to also mention a slight detail that I don't want to be overlooked. Is I have my rope tied around these pittons. I have the other end of the rope in my hand. It's not taut, so the rope is laying
fucker.
flaccidly on the ground.
Okay, so you can pull it tight if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right, so you're kind of standing there next to that rope. Go ahead and get that very awesome, familiar "Oh, we're in hell" sound going. And yeah, there's a bunch of these things just kind of trotting at you guys. What would you like to do?
I'm locked in. I'm focused on the chicken horde.
Did you guys tell the plan, or did you guys just do this?
We told the plan last time. It was the last things we were doing.
Okay.
Stab, you're currently holding Lulu in your arms as well.
Ah. Stab is going to try to fashion like a little, like a dog backpack for his animal friend. Can he do that with what he has?
Yeah, you probably could. I strongly doubt you'll have enough time to do it right now.
Oh, okay. Stab is gonna look over to Hayes because he's holding the string and be like, "Hey, buddy, you gonna need me to do anything? Because I kind of got my hands full. Looks like you guys got it, right?"
I look over at Stab. What do you mean? Do we got it?
Oh yeah, you gotta catch us some chickens, right?
What do you mean capture?
Oh, never mind. I totally didn't hear the plan. My bad, dude. What are we doing again?
I take out my spyglass, and it is at least one of Stab's hands free.
Both of them are under Lulu right now, having to hold her up. She's fairly, she's still kind of large for a little creature.
Then I will kind of like shimmy over to him, kind of holding the rope still, and I'm gonna hold out the spyglass so that he can kind of look through it, so he can see the horde of murder chickens gobbling our way.
Oh yeah, just like a chicken to go gobble gobble. Yep.
At this point, he wouldn't even need the spyglass, as the chickens are just steadily just trotting closer and closer.
Are they like? Are they moving at just like a dumb chicken pace, or are they like charging?
You're moving at a dumb chicken pace.
I feel a little dumb right now. But I go back to the rope, and I'm sticking to my plan nonetheless. And I'm just gonna put my spyglass away. And I'll look back over at Stab and say, worst case scenario, we all end up dead. but perhaps we may end up with a couple of nights of free rations.
As always.
Quite a few have entered
Well,
your field at
the
this point,
consequence
Doya.
of death, though.
I would like to start bringing down some thunder then. Do we need to do some initiatives?
We will, and you're going to get a surprise round because you're getting the drop on these creatures. So let's go ahead and get some combat rolling. And I am going to need to add there's got to be a way to add all these guys in combat quicker. I don't think there is.
Have fun with that.
Oh! No, I may have done them all. Yeah! Did them all. Okay, I don't have a macro for this, so bear with me, okay? Just love the sound of just dice just being spammed.
Oh yeah. Dice.jpg or whatever. Oh damn, that's a picture.
Wait, why am I doing this? Screw this. They're gonna go in groups of 3. There are 3 groups of chickens coming for you. So we're gonna go ahead and just go into battle here. So, starting up, we are gonna have... Where's my... There it is. Stab! As
All right.
always, you're the quickest, buddy. And, you're not gonna get to go yet, because Doya is striking his lightning before anyone else. So, Doya,
All right.
go ahead and do what you were gonna do.
All right, so I'd like to call down the lightning. Let's see, double check what version I had the spell out at last time. It's somewhere under 50 pages of chickens.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
start.
cast it
with
at
chickens.
3rd level.
Oh. Okay, what chicken are we doing that at?
Chicken or rice?
Let's cast it down on this cluster here.
All right. So tell me again. That hits that spot and it strikes out 5 feet in every direction from it. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, so that's going to hit 3 chickens. As in this lightning cloud, the moment you see these chickens start entering, you call down a bolt that strikes between the 3 of them. I'm going to have them roll 1 dex save. That'll count for all of them. Which they super succeed at. So they're going to take half of...
Half of 21.
Let's see. That's going to be...
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, they this lightning strikes, and it doesn't seem to catch them good, but you know what? It catches them enough, as 3 of these chickens are instantly incinerated. You hear this just loud, just cacophonous? I don't know the word. Cacophony. Cacophony of hissing, just all in the background in this huge horde, as 3 of these things just turn to ash. And immediately you see them all start turning to the sides and running.
Oh boy.
End of initiative?
That's the end of his action. It's you guys have a surprise round because you're all waiting on him. So next up would be Elgin. You're actually going to be the quickest here.
Oh.
Yes. You know what? Let's I don't really have that much to work with here. I'm a little short on things, but I will use this opportunity to cast Crusader's Mantle. So for the next minute or so, anyone who's within a 30-foot radius of me will have a bonus 1d4 radiant damage to their attacks. Or whatever good that'll do.
Okay, so you prepare for the onslaught. If you get surrounded, everyone's going to be able to do a little more oomph as long as they're near you.
Pretty much.
All right.
I mean, that Chick-fil-A hits different now. It's different in Avernus.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, stab. Next on surprise round. What would you like to do?
I'm still holding Lulu in my hands.
You're holding Lulu in both hands.
will it cost me movement to like put him down? Not movement, but like a turn,
No,
like an action.
you can just set her down.
All right. Stab is gonna just place Lulu on the ground behind him, right here,
Okay.
and he's gonna say, "Hey guys, I trust your little barrier there. Let's make sure no one gets to Lulu though." And then with that, he's going to get his bow out and just kind of look into the distance. Let's see here. Remind me how bows work again. Range of 150.
So
Each
bow's got a
varies.
long range. The minimum
Okay.
range, it's like you could shoot out, I think 150 feet just normal, and beyond that up to 600 feet at disadvantage.
Okay, I remember now. All right, Stab wants to pick out as many as he can before they come close. So he's gonna go for, let's just go for this guy, the longbow.
Okay, take a shot at him. That will definitely hit for, it looks like 6 piercing damage. Okay, so you fire an arrow into this chicken. I'll say they're surprised too. I mean, they were just trotting along. They're not really paying attention to you. You fired a bow at them. So you would get your sneak attack on top of that, I believe.
How do I do that?
Your sneak attack's 3d6, right?
Okay.
I'm asking you. Is that correct?
Uh-oh. Give me a second. How do I make you go away? An extra 5d6.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so roll.
There it is.
Yep, there you go. Excellent. So you fire an arrow and just sink it into this thing's neck as it lets out a hiss and this low howl. You can't really, it's a little hard to hear the howl from here, but it falls over.
Haha. I got one, guys. End of turn.
Oh, I'm gonna take it away. Okay.
Wait, does Stab get bonus action before that? No, that's different, right?
You do get a bonus action still.
Yeah, Stab is gonna take another shot.
Now, do you have the? I think you have the ability to multi-attack at level. You got that a long time ago as Rogue, didn't you? So you could do that. Right?
No, I don't have that.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, in this
I
case,
have dual wielder, but that's it.
yeah, you could swing again if you had an offhand, but I don't think you can shoot twice with a bow.
Okay, Stab will end his turn.
All right. Hayes, you would be next.
Just looking out at the chicken field. I'm just going to. I'm gonna hold my action until one of these chickens comes within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
60-ish feet. I know I wouldn't be able to tell it exactly, but basically within range.
All right. In that case, that'll be the end of the surprise round, and we'll go to real initiative, which I'm going to have some chickens say. They'll just say some of them are fairly quick to respond. As you all can see, quite a few chickens, they start just darting from where the lightning struck. Say the rest are too slow to respond right now, because we're going to go back to you four again, and then all the chickens will take their turn. Elgin, what would you like to do?
Honestly, at this range, not a lot. But I will. How far out are they?
Like 110-ish
feet.
feet. Somewhere in that area.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can hit from that far away, so I'm just gonna hold my action till one of them gets within range. If one of them can get within 60 feet of me, then that's when I'll do my turn.
Okay, if one moves within 60 feet, then you may take your turn then.
All right.
Stab.
I think you're muted, Stab.
Oh, is he muted?
Sorry
Muted,
about
Stab? There you are.
that. Stab's just gonna go for another arrow strike, thinning out the herd before they approach.
All right.
He wants to go for this guy right here. Give me a second. Bam.
That will also hit for 10 piercing damage. Look at that. You fire off another arrow at one of these chickens that looks like it's sort of looking back and forth in a panic, like it's picking a way to choose. And as soon as it turns back to face you, you put an arrow right between its carapace above its mouth, because they don't have normal eyes, and it sinks right through
Oh
it.
shit! Stab's gonna fucking be stoked, guys. I have been practicing. I've been doing really well.
At the end of your turn, Stab, or do you want to move or do anything else?
No, I'm just gonna. Stab doesn't want to leave Lulu, and Lulu's right there.
Okay. In that case, we'll go to Hayes.
Me again already, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Hold my action.
All right, you wait and see what these chickens are doing. You're getting the feeling like you. Well, you know what? I won't speculate. You hold your ground.
Yeah, no, I have that feeling.
Doya.
Calling
like to
down
do?
lightning on right here at the edge of the field to try to get those two before they get out.
Sure, call it down.
Calling the lightning.
All right, I'll have
That'll
him-
be an 11 if they don't succeed.
These elusive chickens avoid a brunt of the damage, taking 5 instead.
Very quick, these chickens, and I'm actually going to step into my cloud because I got a feeling that they're just going to avoid it.
Okay. Take a few steps forward into your cloud just to get at the ready to maybe zap some more chickens. But now it is all the chickens' turn. Which, seeing another lightning strike, it looks like the chickens are in full blast, running as fast as they can in both directions. And the ones behind just start taking off. Oh, we got one guy. One guy missed. That'll be the end of the chicken's turn, which will bring us back to the top of the round. Elgin, what would you like to do?
I mean, I'm just gonna maintain. I'm actually gonna kind of, I guess, because I can only look in one direction at a time. I'm gonna focus on this area over here, and if I see any, just want to see if I notice that they just go in one straight direction, or if they try and circle around. I'm assuming they're taking off in a straight direction, but I'm just basically watching the horizon just to see if make sure they don't sneak up on us.
Okay. In that case, Stab, what would you like to do? You might be muted, Stab.
He's definitely muted.
You definitely muted, Stab.
I wasn't muted the first time, and then I muted myself thinking I was muted.
I don't know what's going on with your mic then, buddy.
Fuck.
You want to shoot
Okay,
some more
sorry.
chickens?
Yeah, Stab wants to shoot more chickens.
What's the distance
What was my
there?
range again?
150 feet.
Yeah, that doesn't look so good.
I mean, you can always walk forward 30 feet and then shoot.
Oh yeah. Okay, Stab is gonna take one step forward, and then fire at this little guy right here. Come on. There we
That
go.
one down there? Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
See the shot? That will barely hit as you sink an
Wow.
arrow to this chicken for 7 damage. As soon as you hit it,
Don't forget your D4 though.
oh, that's right,
Oh,
because you
plus
shot near
1d4.
Elgin.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 1d4. Stab.
Hey.
Oh,
I'll take it.
that came real close to putting this hardy chicken down, but he is barely limping along as you pierce one of its wings being the weird triangle flap on its head as it starts fluttering off a bit. with radiant and piercing damage, but it is just hopping along still.
Ooh, I wonder how much health it has. All right, Stab's gonna end his turn by walking back up 1 step.
All right. Next up will be Hayes again.
Well, and I'm just going to drop any kind of like defensive stance that I would have had, and I'm gonna keep holding on to the rope in my left hand, but I'm just gonna walk up here towards the front of the rope area, and I'm just gonna use my right hand to reach down, and I'm just gonna start picking up ball bearings that I see.
Okay. Hayes gets casual and starts recollecting his defenses he's thrown out. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Do it.
Do I see any chickens that look like they might be slower in one pack or the other?
Yeah, you see
Actually,
one
you know what?
limping hard right there.
That's the one I shot.
But it looks like it's running. This over here looks like it's the closest chicken to me right now, just on a quick guess. So I'm just going to throw a lightning bolt right here to try to run it off.
Okay, sure. You shoot down another lightning bolt right at the edge of your storm, and you hear that hissing, that echoing hissing coming from just a whole horizon in front of you pretty much, but it seems the chicken has the same plan as before, as he is not facing you and instead moving the opposite direction. Is that all you're doing?
That's all I got.
Okay. Chickens. They're in full book. It seems that these are all in absolute retreat right now.
Okay. Okay.
That's the end of their turn. As long as you guys keep fighting, we can stay in initiative. So, Elgin, what are you doing?
You said they're just beelining one direction. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm done.
Stab?
How much difficulty can I maneuver around these ball bearings?
The ball bearings would have you make a dexterity check the moment you enter them, I believe, so you don't fall prone.
Can I carefully walk, but like cover less distance?
If you want to treat them as difficult terrain, yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
Would Stab be athletic enough to just jump them?
Probably.
Can I do that? Oh, Stab wants to do a fucking jump, like a long jump over these ball bearings.
Okay, you could jump.
Before he does that,
Hmm?
he's gonna turn around and say, "Hey guys, check this shit out."
You know what? Yeah, sure. Okay, go ahead and jump where you want to go. You have to get a running start. You run 10 feet, and then you leap
1,
where?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think, is this still have ball bearings? No, I have to jump right there, right?
You definitely can't jump that far, but I'll say you jumped far enough to avoid a brunt of the ball bearings.
No athletic check? Cool. Thanks,
No.
buddy.
Not for that jump.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I could dash and then make an action as my cunning action. So I'm going to go another 30.
Okay.
15, 25, 30. How far are you now? Ooh. Ooh, this is the one with 1 health, right?
That's the
see that.
limpy boy. That's right.
Good guy. All right, guys. We're gonna have to split 3 chickens if I can nail this one. And boom!
Oh wow. Yeah, that hits, but it just grazes it. And unfortunately, that graze was all it had left, as the arrow just cuts through the side of its flesh, just slightly, and it keeps going a little bit. But this creature then falls over and stops moving.
All right, Stab looks back because he was pretty sure that they're just retreating, but he's just gonna go look back and have his focus on Lulu for a bit.
Okay.
And end a turn.
Hayes.
Gonna continue picking up ball bearings, but I'll let the rope go now, and I'm just making my way around, picking up ball bearings and putting them back in my little satchel.
Okay.
And I'm just kind of under my breath, like, they're just chickens. I guess we should have just known. Just a little bit of a panic there. Just walking through the desert, walking through hell, no big deal. All right, yes, just picking. Oh, there's another one.
Doya.
Just to emphasize the point, I'm going to continue dropping lightning randomly around the edge of the bubble for my next turn or two, assuming nothing else changes.
Sure. You continue your lightning strikes within the cloud, far away from Stab, all around the edges of the stud.
Can you move your cloud?
No.
Okay.
The chickens, minus that dead guy, will proceed to be utterly terrified of lightning striking the ground and continue to full-on retreat. In fact, they're going to use the dash action. So we're going to go way deep. See how many get away. Okay. A lot of them are retreating as far as they can and just making it off into the distance. There's still some within view at the moment. But that's all the chickens are going to do. Let's go back to the top of the round. Elgin.
Well, yeah, I'm chilling.
All right, Stab.
I'm just watching them run off into the distance.
Alright. Stab's gonna fire at this guy. Maybe he could catch a chicken for everybody. Everybody gets fed.
Maybe. Let's see the shot.
Ooh!
Yeah, that one's
I'm
gonna.
sorry, Doyle. You're not eating tonight.
That one's gonna miss. In the
All
turn,
right,
Stab.
I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay. Hey, still picking up ball bearings.
Yep.
All right, Doya striking around the edges of his lightning cloud. Chickens continue to run. And that group makes it out. This group will definitely make it out. And the last group might still be here. Yep, last group still on the map. So one more time, Elgin, I assume still just watching the chickens flee in the distance as you see your buddy Stab taking aim. Stab, what would you like to do?
Give me a second. Oh man, they're too far.
You can still shoot, just with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yep.
Alright, I'm going for it. Okay, Stab is gonna go for this guy right here. He's really far. He's a speck. And he's just gonna be like, let's just do it. And he's gonna nail that fucker. No, I'm just kidding.
The arrow soars way too high over its mark as you got your aim a little too high up there.
They can't all be winners.
Hayes, you continue picking up a few more ball bearings. There's still a lot to go. And Doya, you continuing your lightning strikes?
I'll slow it down. I'll wait around.
Okay. That's going to leave us just some dashing chickens. God damn it. So, almost all of the chickens are out of your range. 2 you can barely see in the distance. One more cycle through all of you. Elgin just crossing your arms, just waiting, watching. Stab. What are you doing?
Target practice. Let's get it. Let's get this fucker. Let's do it.
All right, take the shot.
You see the guy though?
Yeah, he's way
over
deep.
here.
Yep.
Jeez. Alright. Tell me that hits. Tell me that hits.
That was with disadvantage, right?
Ah, fuck. Oh, tell me that hits!
It does. You
Yeah.
hit that chicken for 8 piercing plus 1d4. Please roll 1d4.
These damn chickens.
You fire your arrow and you kind of poke your head up, looking in the distance. Just, you barely see some movement. And just as you see your arrow flying through the sky, just about to land right near your target. You see it sink inside of one of these chickens, and it falls over.
Ooh, everybody gets a chicken. All thanks to Stab.
The other chicken books. And there are no more active enemies on the field, so that's going to bring us out of initiative.
All right. Stab's moving towards Lulu. And I am forever cocked now. Fucking, how do I straighten up?
Hold shift and hit up, down, left or right, or diagonals, and it should move your head around after you target yourself.
Cool. Alright. Can I fashion like a little baby backpack thing? With some string and is just string enough? Jamie, can I do this?
String won't be enough to hoist Lulu up and carry her that way.
Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna pick Lulu up. Hey man, can someone help me pick up the chickens?
I'm still kind of walking around, picking up as many of the ball bearings as I can find. Still, just muttering under my breath. What were we thinking was going to happen? It was just chickens.
Oh, cool. Are you coming with me, Doya?
I'll come with you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Be
buddy.
careful, ball bearings.
Oh, I thought you picked those up already.
If I say, did the storm get cleared?
The storm
Oh,
is
the
still
storm's
going.
still there.
Yeah, I'm not going in that.
I thought he controlled the storm. Doya, don't you control this storm?
I am the storm, sir.
Ah, don't fucking shoot me. Come on, buddy.
Are you
I'm gonna
walking
go
with Lulu,
start-
Stab?
Yeah.
Okay. What, Hayes?
I was just saying I'm gonna start unraveling the after I've found as many ball bearings as I can find, I'm gonna start unraveling the rope from the pittance and pulling them up out of the ground and packing them back in my bag.
Okay.
Yo, Jamie, how fat these chickens, dog?
They're pretty fat. They're about the size of a chicken, maybe slightly bigger. They still look very, very ugly. But
Do they have any anything on them? Could have some gill on them.
They didn't have anything on them, I'm afraid.
All right.
And I make a check to see if I think these will be edible.
Hmm.
What
Yeah.
does it smell like?
Make a survival check. They smell terrible.
Oh shit.
Probably edible.
Let's see.
Probably.
So you sniff this chicken and kind of brush your hand on it, and just pushing on its flesh, it feels very squishy, very, very fatty. Given your history, you would assume that type of fattiness is chewable, at least. That's all you can glean.
May not be very nutritious, but it'll eat.
And just as a reminder, let me see if I could show you guys this. This is what they look like.
Oh shit. That's fucking cool.
I was gonna something just crossed my mind too. Why are we trying to kill these things to eat when both Doya and myself are more than capable of creating food for us?
There's an obvious answer to that one. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You weren't here for the last one.
Stab's gonna feel accomplished still and be like, "Yeah, I'm feeding everyone tonight. I'm the provider. That's right."
Just cast Goodberry later, Doya. He won't know the difference.
Technically he doesn't know this, but he has a berry from Goodberry already.
Oh, there you go.
Why did I kill these chickens?
Because they were
Oh.
there, sir. Because they
I
were
leveled
there.
up. Stab's archery has improved. Now he gets a buff. I don't know. Great.
Your archery
I
is
thought
now
we-
50.
Yeah,
I thought
it's
they'd
like
smell
Skyrim.
better.
You just like Elder Scrolls. You just fire it long enough, you level up, bro.
I'm gonna look at Doya and be like, "Yo, man, should we even cook these? I thought they wouldn't smell this bad."
There is one difficulty we've had with spells. I think I've noticed it with Elgin as well. Some things are getting a little harder to cast down here.
Can I ask a question too? With the since what happens when you do elderberry? Do you just grow it off your body, or is it just like
Oh,
because that's kind of gross.
that's a good question from Doya.
Doya, how does that work?
I make berries appear in my hand. They're
Okay, that's
magic, sir.
gross.
They grow out of his
They're like
hand.
pimples.
That's right.
They're not growing out of my hand.
And how did it taste for Stab?
Everything down here tastes awful, sir. You already know
Oh,
that.
so now Stab associates your hands with gross taste, and he's just looking for something else to like eat.
We've eaten good berries before we came to hell, sir. They weren't as bad then, admittedly. This place, it corrupts everything eventually.
All right, so for a rainy day, you want to collect these?
How heavy do they look, Jamie?
Not that heavy. Fairly small.
Do I think I could put them in a bag of holding, or do they look like they just make a mess?
I mean, they're a little slimy, so that's by default messy. But there's nothing saying otherwise why you couldn't shove them in a bag.
Just making sure they're small enough to fit and things like that, I guess. Well, Stab, you did some good shooting. We can't let this go to waste. We'll take a couple just in case.
Ready? Stab is just gonna watch Doya pick it up because he has Lulu in his hands.
Okay. Each one of these chickens will weigh about. They really don't weigh much at all. It's like maybe 6 pounds. We'll say 5 pounds. Keep it simple.
And I will collect this one and the one here and toss them into the bag of holding.
Okay.
While trying to use it at arm's length to put it in.
You toss them on into your bag with all your other things. Your bag of holding.
After spending a not insignificant amount of time going around and picking up ball bearings, I threw 900 of them out.
Damn. So you're still picking them up?
Yeah, but how many would you say that I would have been able to recover?
If you threw 900 out?
Yeah.
I would say at least 400. And then you know what? Roll 1d 400 to see how many more.
1d 400?
Okay.
So you recover 548 of your ball bearings.
That's fine with me. That's probably more than I'll ever use again.
Alright, Stab's gonna look towards Hayes. Are you still picking up ball bearings, or are you headed towards us?
I would be done picking up ball bearings now and heading toward you.
Alright. Stab's just gonna wait for Hayes to come.
I'm just walking through the storm. And as
Alright,
I
you
approach,
guys.
I'll just say, well, who knew that the chickens weren't just going to violently and bloodthirstily try to pummel us, and you know what? It's fine. What's happening?
Onwards towards the cars, right? Or that one car where that bike was, right?
Seems to be our most likely course of action.
Alright.
Stab.
Stab's just gonna start. Oh, what's going on?
Right after you say that, you notice very quickly that Lulu's body has started glowing even brighter than before.
How
Almost
bright
her
is it?
whole body looks like a shimmering gold-white hue now. You
Oh
actually
shit!
start to feel warm. Your hands and arms start heating up, but not in a painful, like, high heat way, but more of a gentle, comforting warmth. And Hayes, you start to feel it as well, even from where you're standing.
Guys, come see this shit. And Stab is just gonna happily show off Lulu, be like, she's fucking look, she's glowing even brighter now. She's definitely gonna wake up soon.
I'm standing right next to Stab, and I'm just kind of looking at this.
The
Wow.
brightness increases again.
I take a couple of steps back into the storm.
How fast is it, Jamie?
Her body is continuing to get brighter and brighter. It's getting hard to even stare at her now while holding her stab. But you still feel that same warmth.
Does it feel good or does it hurt holding her?
It feels okay now. Not necessarily good.
Oh.
Can I make like a medical check?
Yeah, if you want to. What are you doing a medical check to? Lulu?
Yes.
Okay. What are you trying to determine with a medical check?
Is Lulu recovering?
As far as your medicine capability, you have no idea if what's happening to her has to do with recovery. But if you're doing something medicine related, you're trying to determine something's vitality, heart rate, breathing, skin flushness, that type of stuff, which you can't deem any of that right now.
It's too bright. Got it.
Lulu's body is now
go ahead.
almost impossible to look at without shielding your eyes, Stab. What would you like to do?
Ah, fuck, Lulu, you're really bright. Stab is gonna put her on the floor and kind of back away, but still be near.
You see streaks of energy almost sucking in towards Lulu as this brightness becomes almost unbearable, as you have to shield your eyes to just even see a portion of her, until her body is fully enveloped in a white light. And then, with a sudden flash, everything around you goes white. And when you could see again, Lulu's body isn't there. And small yellow stars and just sparkles are just slowly raining down around you.
Lulu? So there's no sign of her whatsoever.
A few more of these remnants of energy just float down around you to the ground and vanish on the surface.
Stab's not gonna say anything for a while. But he's not gonna move either.
You all stare in silence. Where Lulu once was is no more. It's just the four of you here, out in the open. A few traces of black ichor streaking the ground where some chickens were shot, a few ash piles, and nothing in any direction around you. It's only you.
Guys, I really thought she would come back.
Possible that she has on another plane.
I really thought she would come back. And Stab is just gonna walk towards the car.
Stab starts walking off in a direction. He just goes.
Oh shit. Where were we originally headed, dude?
Actually, I'll let y'all fill in those gaps. Yeah, where are you guys going?
Well,
Ace?
we have no ability to navigate. We have no idea where we are. We somewhat asked the map about the potential direction, and we used that information to pick between one of three directions. And the direction we picked is the direction we are on. So we are... Can you pull up the map, DM?
I can. So you reach into your pack and you take out your Avernus map.
So I just kind of mark out the areas where I kind of my initial beliefs of where we were, kind of over here in this area, and the map kind of pointed us in the direction that hopefully will lead us down here to the Tower of but we have no way of verifying whether or not that is going to be the case or not. So we looked at landmarks to see if there was anything on the map that even remotely resembled, kind of being able to point us in the right direction, which there kind of was. And so that's the way we've been walking. But we have no way of knowing how far it is, how close we are, or even if we're going in the right direction. So that's the way we've been marching. So, in summary, I have no clue. I'll just kind of roll the map back up and just sarcastically and confidently start walking off in that same direction.
Okay. Hayes just continues in the direction he hopes is the way to go. Elgin and Doya, what are you two doing?
Well, right now we're lost. So I'm gonna follow the person with the map, who is also lost. But I guess the only other thing I'm gonna do is just because we're in a pretty bad position. I know the map that Hayes has works strangely, but I'm just gonna follow him and kind of focus my mind on the maybe finding like the Wandering Emporium, someplace where we can at least get our bearings back and actually sleep somewhere nice.
Okay, you start to reminisce on the Wandering Emporium. Maybe it'll be out there somewhere. We can hope. And Doya?
Magic was difficult to do certain things, so I want to try Produce Flame. It's a conjuration.
Sure.
And see if I have any trouble with it.
So is that a cantrip?
Cantrip, yeah.
Okay. You go to cast Produce Flame. What is your spellcasting ability?
The modifier is +5.
Not the modifier, the ability. Is it charisma, wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Make a wisdom savings throw. Okay, even with without Elgin's aura, you produce some flame in your hand.
Okay, well then I guess I will shuffle in behind our lost party and just sort of kind of work with that for a minute.
All right.
If it's possible, do you mind if I like cast it and recast it, just sort of kind of like practice?
If you want to, that's all you.
Cool.
You get in line and start making the flame appear in your hand and close your fist. And you try again and again. And every time you do, you'll have to make that wisdom savings throw.
Okay.
Stab, your friends start to march a direction. You're kind of distraught after what just happened. You've had Lulu this whole time. You were certain she was going to reform or reincarnate or something, and now she's just vanished. Do you fall in line behind your allies?
Stab just follows and is just like distraught.
Okay, so you don't say anything. You just kind of look down towards the ground as you
Yeah.
follow behind. Gotcha. Hayes, I think you were leading the group, so I need you to roll 2d6.
Okay. I will also kind of turn around and occasionally look at the group, and seeing Stab looking kind of confused and dejected, I'll stop for a moment and just say, Stab, my friend, what's going on?
The whole time I thought she'd come back, and she just poof, she's gone. It's
Well,
just,
do we know that for sure? We don't really even know what she was. We know that she was some sort of angelic magical being. So we don't know necessarily what it means, what we saw. I don't believe it's the same as if you and I were to, I don't know, be devoured by a horde of angry murder chickens.
well, Stab's gonna look backwards. Is there anything there?
Just empty terrain.
Well, wherever she is, she's not with us. Well, at least she won't be in hell.
Well, to be fair, I'll kind of look around and gesture at everything. Would you want her to be here? This sucks. I'm glad that I have you all here, and I can't imagine a better group of people to share my what's most likely our final days with, but to your point, at least she's not here.
I suppose you're right. It would be a bit more comforting if I saw she was okay, but
Well, think of it
it is what it is.
maybe as a good omen. Her body didn't burst into black and purple flames. It glowed the brightest glow I've ever seen and then shimmered out of existence. That's the most angelic shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right.
Most likely I'll be sailing the river Styx in a pool of my own drunken vomit and blood. I'm sure of it. So, not the worst way to go.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she knows. She knows that you cared for her. Even after she stopped speaking with us, you took care of her.
Thanks, Hayes.
I'll give him a little pat on the shoulder, and I'll turn and look back towards the direction we're going, and immediately just sink back into this. I have no fucking clue where we're going, and I'll roll 2d6. I rolled a 7.
That was a 6. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, you guys set out this open field, start trudging along, looking for markers, looking for anything. Let me ask this. How long are we willing to travel till you want to wind down? I'll say the max you can go is 8 hours before you would need to stop.
I would, barring any kind of other interruptions or physical ailments, I would go the full 8. Because
Okay.
we really just rested and thought we were going to fight chickens
That is true.
and didn't, in fact, fight chickens. we shot at chickens
I saw some chickens.
and
Yeah.
really haven't done much else. So I would be good to go the full 8.
Okay. In that case, you travel along, step after step after step, in this awful, awful heat, surrounded by the lovely smell of sulfur in every direction. You trudge on for an hour. I need everyone to make a Constitution savings throw. Don't forget you all have Elgin's Aura of +5.
Ooh, Stab is gonna use his lucky. He does not want to do a crit fail on that.
I think I will use my inspiration on that.
These are good choices.
Oops. That's better than what it was.
Okay. And Elgin? There you are. All right.
It's a +5 on top of all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are still moving along, still just making do with no side effects, nothing bad quite yet.
Did you guys say we had a long rest before, or no?
We did.
Yeah.
We did? Oh, do I have full health?
But we did not get any health back.
Yeah.
Do my spell slots reset?
They
Yes.
do. I spent some
Okay.
hit die for you, Stab. I think I spent about 6.
Alright, I gotta free up my spell slots.
Just to check, that wouldn't have been an ability check that last time, right, Jamie?
It was a saving throw. No.
Okay.
So you continue marching. Another hour passes. I need another Constitution savings throw.
Oh, jeez. Ooh!
Got him.
Look at that shit, Jamie. What, is the car gonna flip over, you piece of shit?
So, feeling real good right now, Stab. You're depressed, but you're feeling your body's holding up. I need Elgin. I need you too. I know since it's your second roll.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, all of you are still
Ooh.
A-okay, pressing along. Dory,
Really?
you feel a little wiping your brow a bit, like you're kind of starting to wear, but you're okay. So after that second hour, you guys are starting to see terrain again. Finally, you start to see more spiked crags and rocks sticking out of the ground that you're heading towards, all in front of you and a little bit off to the side as you continue marching towards them. Hayes, roll 2d6 again for me.
Okay. I'll be like mid story about just some random bullshit. When there was, you'd never believe it. I'll start looking around at my surroundings again and get somewhat confused, and then I'll roll 2d6. I rolled a 5.
Ooh,
is
that's pretty good.
Okay. So you're kind of chatting back and forth as you move into this large spiked rock area that it's starting to look like you guys are walking down a gully of sorts, or a valley, as the cliffs get kind of tall off to the sides of you. But you proceed on. You march for about another 30 minutes of not seeing any creature whatsoever, until you notice something ahead. Let's see how much of it you notice, though. Make a perception check.
All of
All of
us?
us are just Haze.
All of you.
Okay.
This would be an ability check.
Ooh!
Yeah, this
I
is a
can't
bit-
tell if that's red or not.
This is an ability check. Okay. So, man, Doy, you have some absurd pluses. So,
I think I might need to re-roll that because
You get advantage.
shouldn't I have exhaustion 1?
I believe you do. Is it not auto putting it in here?
It doesn't look like it ought to put it
I
on
mean,
there.
at this point, can you even fail?
Yeah,
I don't
no
know.
kidding.
We'll
Whatever.
find out.
Okay,
Hey!
there's Doya numbers. All right, so you, all of you except Stab, Stab, you're sort of just looking more, almost a little bit above your feet. You haven't been paying attention ahead of you at all, so you're not even looking. But the rest of you can see, just in this valley you're walking through, it looks like bodies a little bit in the distance. Just lining the chasm in front of you. Or not chasm, but the path in front of you. You guys keep marching?
So I told the tavern keeper over my dead oh my god. There's bodies.
As soon as Stab hears that, he just has dollar signs on his eyes. How many bodies is it? Wait, can I see it still, or still no?
You didn't. You weren't even paying attention, so no, you didn't see it at all. But if you look,
Can I see it now?
Once Hay says that and you look forward, you could see some bodies up ahead, but you can't quite tell how many or whatnot. You guys would have to get closer.
I'll hold my arm out and hopefully, like, stop and catch anybody, or if Elgin's kind of walking on, like, to my side or behind me.
Okay.
And I'll stop and point out the bodies that I see, and I'll turn to Doya and say, "I know you see it. I know."
You trying to stop us from going over there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, not like restraining you, but I'm like mom arming you.
Oh.
His eyes
Well-
may be old, but they're still elven. With that, can I shift away from looking at the bodies to see if I can see a threat around us?
Sure. Make another perception check.
I got a 14 with a critical fail.
You look to your sides, and you absolutely don't see anything you could see as a threat. But you do notice that the cliffs around you are pretty high up right now on your sides.
You want me to check it out? I could just tiptoe my way over there. All right.
Perhaps.
Okay, go ahead. Stab is gonna stealthily try to check it out, see if there's any threats around. Maybe look around a corner or two.
Okay, the bodies are still a little ways off. Is everyone staying back while Stab goes ahead?
I will move at like 1/3 the speed of him. So I still want to keep like following him, but letting him take the lead.
Okay. So, Stab, you take the lead a bit, just tiptoeing. Are you being stealthy?
Yes.
Make a stealth check for me.
Boom.
Okay. That's
How'd I do?
Pretty solid stealth check.
Yeah.
So you start getting closer, and you can now see what these are bodies of. So as you tiptoe closer, you can see just what looks like a battle that ensued here. Weird, large, demonic-looking creatures are strewn out, flayed, some cut, some spears and javelins in some of them. And then a lot of other creatures that are kind of familiar with, devils you've fought before, of different variety, lay here. Nothing seems to be moving. But you see, in the muck of corpses, there's a few pouches or packs laying about as well. The thing that strikes you the oddest of all this, though, is there seems to be a gashed open bird in between all of it.
Is there a picture coming? I'm still like at 98%.
Oh, yeah, a lot of you are still
I am-
loading. I should have preloaded. It might
Okay.
be just a minute, but it'll pop up for y'all.
It's all right.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up some images here for y'all. So, seeing all that, Stab, are you still just kind of surveying the area, just kind of hanging back, or are you still?
So there's like a
forward?
mountain of corpses, like
N-
enough to be like. Oh, go ahead.
No. It's maybe like 20 corpses somewhere in there. Some huge,
Yeah.
some smaller.
And they're all surrounded. They're all surrounding this little bird statue.
No, it's not a statue. It's an actual bird corpse of some sort. And the bodies aren't ritualistically around it. They're kind of just strewn out everywhere, which the page would
Oh.
load.
Does it look like the wounds are how fucked up are these bodies? And how can I kind of see how they died a bit? Was it just normal wear and tear from war?
A few of them look fairly obvious, like some ripped in half, some missing pieces of their body. It looks like a mean battle happened here, but nothing seems to be moving, as far as you can tell.
Okay, how close is Hayes to me? I assume he's the closest one to me.
Hayes is about 30 feet back from you right now.
Stab is gonna look at him and be like that towards the battlefield. Give him the old, this fucking shit's fucked up, man. Okay, how close is Stab to the nearest body?
You are about 50 feet out. I wish this page would load. I was able to get Doya in here. Is it not loaded for the rest of y'all?
No.
Oh, there it goes. It just took a while. A few of y'all should have just gotten in.
Holy shit, it's loud.
Yeah, you gotta turn your
loud.
ambience down. I forgot about that. Crank it almost all the way down. Have one notch up.
Should I refresh it or something?
Nah, I think you just got that them internet blues. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there any cover, or is everything out in the open?
There are a few large boulder or rock formations around you, and then just beyond those are some really tall cliffs. You are down in a valley right now.
Okay. And if I were to go investigate the first body, would it be close to those cover spots?
No. These bodies are out in the open in the middle of the path that you would have to cross, actually, to proceed. Unless you wanted to climb around, I suppose you could do that.
I really wish this page was load. Fuck it. Stab is gonna do like an insight check again, because those fucking... It sounds in my head, it looks fucking scary. So let's fucking, let's look around before we fucking go vulnerable out in the open.
Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what check or how you
Okay,
need
I
to
just
do it.
want to check the first body and see if I could like find out any other thing just by investigating it and picking up what it has.
Okay, you move fairly close to these corpses. Make a perception check for me.
Oh, I can't even see what I rolled.
Yeah, your stuff's still
I can.
loading. Okay, you
Yeah.
rolled an 18. All right. So just looking into these bodies, you can now see that up close, these are definitely some grotesque demons and whatnot, and a few devils that you are very familiar with, seeing as you fought two types of these a lot. You can see the bird in the middle ripped open. Looks like it's a peacock just laying there dead. You can also see a few of those pouches more towards the middle of these bodies, but what catches your eye, as far as movement goes, is on the body right in front of you, just looking down. You can see where one of its eyes should be is just a hole, and just an ugly locust just skitters out and keeps skittering back down the creature's mouth and back into its body.
Alright, is Hayes still in view? Is the party still in view?
They're all behind you. Yeah, you can turn around and still see them.
Okay, how close are they to me?
They're about 60 feet out now. You may actually maybe try reloading Foundry. Maybe yours actually messed up.
Okay.
You definitely should have been it by now. Meanwhile, Elgin, Doya, and Hayes, you see Stab kind of examining this corpse. What are you guys doing?
Can you describe these rocks a little bit more to me? Are they like volcanic? Because I'm just staring at rocks, trying to figure out. I'm totally distracted.
No, they just look like ash-covered boulders just kind of poking out the crust. None of them look like there's magma or anything spewing off of them.
Magma spewing off of them now, but do they look like they're volcanic in origin?
No. I'll just say no.
Yeah, then I will continue to stare at these rock walls, trying to figure out what's going on with them.
Okay.
I will have moved up to the this rock formation here and just kind of peeking out and looking around over at Stab. Oh, God. I have no way of communicating with him. Can I find a pebble? And just try to throw it at him?
Yeah, you can.
Hold on, guys. How do I turn this shit down?
You gotta click the
Oh, I
music note
figured
at
it
the
out,
top
sorry.
right, and
Okay, yeah.
I just muted the entire tab.
Oh shit. Well, you gotta
'Cause I
have a
couldn't
little
find
bit
it,
of
so.
ambience. You gotta have a little bit of it.
it's under
I was ambient out.
Not full max volume though.
the
Goddamn.
music note up
Nah.
there. If you click that and click global volume controls, it says ambient. You can drag it down to where it's one above the very
Okay.
bottom, and that's where it's supposed to be.
I got it.
That's where it is.
I was doing the fog one, and it wasn't doing dick for me.
I don't know. I've got mine like a third of the way up, mixed with the music. It's pretty good.
Well, however you want. Y'all want to do it. That's fine.
Yeah, that's how I got it too, man. Except it's a quarter of the way. Did you
So-
just throw something at me?
Yeah, are you trying to throw it at Stab, or what are you trying to do, Hayes?
Yeah, I'm trying to get his attention.
Okay.
Did it land?
Let's say he lobs a pebble behind you, Stab, and tell me, how focused are you on looking down at this body? Would you hear?
Stab is pretty scared because the thing came out of its eye, so he's kind of like in mouse mode. So if something stepped near him, he'd be like, oh, like that. You know what I mean?
You definitely heard it land right next to your feet.
So Stab goes, oh, and then he looks and sees Hayes.
I'm just
And-
like the upper half of my body is just kind of coming out from beside this rock, and I've just gotta.
Where are you guys?
Oh, you can't
Okay,
see them.
Stab's
can you?
gonna
I got you. Hold on.
No, I could see them.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah. Stab's just gonna go back, and then get like right near this rock, and be like, "Yo, there's a bunch of dead guys around this peacock."
I can see all the dead guys.
Oh, then what did you want?
What do you mean? Why are you just standing next to all of them?
I wanted to see what would happen, but this fucking cockroach came out of an eye. It was gross.
What do you mean you're gonna see what happened? What Lulu goes into the spot. I don't even know what to say. We lost Lulu, and now you just have a death wish for all of us.
All right, so what do you suppose we do? You don't want to check this shit out? There's some bags there. They could have some shit on it.
Oh,
Elgin's
you
gonna
didn't
raise.
say anything
Elgin's
about
gonna raise
bags.
his hand and just go.
He didn't say
Are
anything
any
about that.
of you coroners?
I don't even know what that means.
I have inspected a few.
None of you are
bodies. No, I'm not.
coroners, so how would you know what happened if you're not a coroner?
I mean, like the
Doyle,
corners
are
of
you a
where?
coroner?
He's basically a dead body.
I'm old, but yeah, I am that old. I've seen a lot of stuff in my time, but if you want me to take a look, I can go take a look.
No, I don't
Serious-
want you to take a look. I'm trying to understand why suddenly anyone would think right now with no training that they are coroners.
In the woods, you see animals attack things all the time. If it's an animal attack, I can tell you. If it's something else,
I promise you, an animal did.
They
not
all
do
look
that.
like animals.
Well, maybe an animal did, but there aren't animals like we're familiar with
What
here.
the fuck is that thing?
Exactly.
Oh shit! JB, how do I look at the token or bring it forward?
Just
Is
click
that
on it.
something you can-
Oh, you want to see the artwork for him?
Yeah,
Look at that. Hold on.
there's like a little fucking dude with chains around him.
Yes,
It looks
there
like-
There's a few of
is.
those.
I just want to take a look at that because that's something that I can't really see.
Those guys look like this.
Oh shit!
I think we fought one of those once.
We have fought pretty, with the exception of the sladdish looking one and the kind of orangutanish looking one. We fought pretty much all of these before.
Dad,
All right, so I may not be a corner, but might be worth checking out what's in them purses.
All right, so just what exactly did you see up there?
I saw a big peacock, some purses,
Wait,
some dead bodies.
hold on. What I'll kind of put my hands on my hips. Did you say a peacock?
Yeah, a peacock. Those pretty birds with the eyeballs on the feathers.
I'll look over to Elgin and just give kind of a. We should probably just walk away, right? We should just leave.
I don't know why we're still standing here.
This is weird, right? We shouldn't be here.
I mean, if it's a peacock, like a legitimate peacock, I do happen to be a druid. I would be able to tell you something about it.
I feel like we're seeing something we weren't intended to see.
Oh, it's dead, man. Jamie was dead, right?
Nothing over there is moving except the bug you saw crawl out of that eye socket. And
Oh
down
shit!
That thing's
You know what? I changed my answer. I'm not sure, man. You want me to go poke it or something?
You know what? Go right ahead, Stab.
All right, cool.
Give it the old college try.
All right, back me up, buddy.
Oh, we'll back you up.
Oh, you guys were afraid of a couple chickens before. See how that turned out.
Can I attempt a stealth check?
Yes, you can. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh, Stab is also doing stealthy work because he's still kind of scared.
I'm still using your roll from before. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool.
Enjoy. You sneak on in.
Is he cramping my style though?
You feel a lot sneakier than him right now. That's for sure.
I'm gonna take one step between us and then just.
How
go
hard
like
would
that.
it be for me to climb up on these rocks?
Not hard at all. Those rocks are about maybe 10 feet up off the ground.
I climb these rocks.
Stopping right here, Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a closer investigation on the peacock in the middle.
Okay. Well, from here, it looks like a peacock. A few of its feathers have been torn out and are strewn about now. And it looks like its head was almost ripped off. Just a piece of it still dangling on there. And its front half is just slit open and its internal spilled out.
This is
okay. Go ahead.
This is a ritual. I'm just thinking that in my head. I'm standing up like by myself on the top of this rock. We should not be here, but here we are.
And where are the bags at?
The bags are around here.
Are they? Do they look like they've been placed there, or do they look like they were just dropped?
It doesn't seem to be a pattern to them. If that's what you're asking.
Stab's just gonna sneak. What?
We're close enough. I'm going to try something. I'm going to start ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
You know what? I'll make myself useful while we're standing here, mostly for my own edification. I'm gonna use my divine sense. See if I can spot any fiendish or undead presence.
Sure. What's the distance on that again?
The distance is here. I will link it. Here.
60 feet. Okay.
Yeah, 60 feet.
So you close your eyes and focus out, seeing if you can detect any of these creature types. You don't detect anything at the moment.
Works for me.
Doyle,
Okay.
what were you doing?
Detect Magic.
Oh, detect magic. As a ritual, that's right. So it's going to be about 10 minutes of you standing there.
I've been on the road a couple hours. I could use the 10 minutes of rest.
What are you doing?
Stab. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Uh-oh.
You should be really good at this.
Yeah, but some shit's going down. Oh shit! Oh shit! It says virtual tabletop not found because I had to reload it. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, just click the web browser.
Beyond 20.
You got it. Okay.
And we'll stick with that one.
So you are gingerly stepping over these bodies, and you almost accidentally just graze one of them, but you raise your foot just a bit more and step right over. You can keep going.
No. What the fuck did you try to do to me? Stab is going to, did I notice that some shit was going down, or is that just a check I don't know about?
Nothing was going down. You're just stepping over bodies and just almost accidentally grazed your foot on one of them.
Okay, Stab was gonna just come over here and see why Doya was just standing still. So Stab is gonna go to Doya and be like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
You just get like a hand, eyes closed.
Looks like he's channeling some sort of magic, Stab.
Alright, fuck you. Fucking Stab is gonna mutter to himself, be like, "Fucking whatever. I'm not good enough for some words. Okay, whatever," and just wait.
Okay. Elgin and Hayes, you just chilling?
Yeah, I'm not moving.
Okay. Hayes, yeah, are you muted? I didn't hear you.
I'm just muttering to myself. Nothing important. Talking to myself. This is bad. I'm standing here. I'm not moving. I'm gonna try and kind of kneel down. I'm just waiting for the inevitable explosion or reanimated peacock zombie hell monster corpse or something. I'm assuming that my compatriots are gonna go for the bags, so I'm just kind of waiting and going to help where I can.
All right. Stab, make another perception check for me, please.
Great.
Also, my plan is to start screaming really loud if I see anything happening in the meantime. Hopefully over the noise of the wind blowing and the thunder and the general shittiness of the environment.
Stab, you kind of look at these bodies, and you're not noticing any oddities or any creatures crawling out of anything anymore. You're just kind of looking around, and everything's just laying here grotesquely dismembered or stabbed one way or another. 10 minutes pass. Doya, you now have detect magic on as you open your eyes, and they illuminate a bright light green as you survey the field. You can see a glow on yourself, and I believe Elgin, I think Hayes as well. I don't think... Oh, wait, Stab does have some magical stuff in his pack. And Stab also, but nothing else around you.
What is it, old man?
So many dead bodies. I thought maybe there was a spell running, but I don't see anything.
You know what? I was being stupid. I think Elgin was right, and we should go back and be like corners. But I still want to try something, you know?
Oh,
Be a
we're
corner.
already here. I'm going to try to shuffle past Stab.
Whoa, old man. Those bags look pretty cool, right? I was thinking that too. But what if we weren't here? And you know, I'm pretty good with this bow. What if I kind of shot the bag from far away and we see what happens? You know what I mean?
DM, from being up about 10 feet, which is like my ceiling's about 10 feet. If I'm standing on top of 10 feet, that's a decent height. Would I be able to see if these bodies are laid out in any particular fashion, like when the aliens put the in the cornfields, they put the signs in the cornfields? Is this laid out like White Walkers would do north of the wall?
You'd be able to notice that from your position fairly quickly, and the bodies look like they pretty much just fell where they fell. It doesn't look ritualistic.
Okay, so a Hellwalker peacock. Got it. Cool.
Also, Doya, I need you to make an acrobatics check for me.
This is a check,
Check.
so I would have disadvantage, right?
Are you exhausted?
I am.
You would have disadvantage.
Aren't we all? Did we all just live through COVID? I think we all are, right?
I got me a 5.
We got monkeypox now.
Okay.
Jesus.
You shuffle past Stab as he's asking you something, and you're kind of just trying to move in closer, get some information on this peacock or whatever. You want to move more towards the middle, and as you're moving, you sort of just nudge this body right here, and when you do, something happens.
Wait, Stab was trying to stop him from moving.
Yeah, you were, and he was still trying to push past you. This happened in the process. So, let me see here. You move past this body. You give it a light knock on accident as you're moving past Stab, and as soon as you do, a couple bugs just skitter out from this thing's body in various holes where it was gored, and then a couple more, and then wings start to flutter, and they take off. As soon as that happens, bugs start pouring out of all of these corpses until both of you catch yourself in a horrid locust swarm. There are bugs everywhere. The surrounding area just turns black. You can't even see which way to go at this point. Both of you at this point need to make a Constitution savings throw.
Give me a second. Oh, I was looking somewhere else.
Okay, a lot of them are landing on your bodies, and their sharp mandibles are trying to pierce into you. You're slapping enough off to where you're able to avoid a brunt of it, but both of you are going to take 12 piercing damage. We're going to go into kind of... Oh, what's up?
Does my, what's it, uncanny dodge have effect in kind of overworld check damages?
I wouldn't say in this case. There's not really much dodging you can do at the moment other than just slapping them off you. But we are going to go into kind of half initiative here, and we'll go ahead and start with the ones unaffected because you'd be more aware of what's going on. Elgin, you could see a plague of just darkness surrounding your friends, and let me give you some graphics to signify that. So it looks like there's a swarm filling this whole area now in this chasm.
Oh, fuck.
What would you like to do, Elgin?
That's what y'all are.
Help us, friend.
I told you.
You told me to check it
I
out.
help you. I was being sarcastic.
Conversations for later. Elgin, what are you doing on your turn?
I'm just gonna sit here with my fist on my shoulder, on my hips, staring in utter disappointment and disgust.
Okay.
That is what I'm doing with my turn.
You stare at this black cloud of locusts and you shake your head. And Hayes, what are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know yet. Nothing. I'm overwhelmed with the sense of I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do here.
Okay. In that case, Stab, we would bring it to you. And at the beginning of your turn, I need you to make another Constitution savings throw.
Ooh, I'm going to do a lucky.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to do a lucky. Yeah!
Okay. Cool, that's a success. So, at the start of your turn, you will be taking 13 more damage as these locusts are just covering you. But you can now take your turn as normal. You are in difficult terrain at the moment.
Can I see where to go or what? Do I know?
Everywhere around you is just locust. It's very hard to see anything at the moment.
All right. So Stab is going to try to retrace his steps away from Peacock. Can I do that?
Yeah, you know which way you were facing when this happened. So you can say you turn around and just book the other way. You are in
Yep.
difficult terrain, so your movement speed would be halved. But I think you can move extra quick still with the cunning action.
Yep. Can I see Doya?
Yeah, he's the only person you can see near you, and he's doing the same thing you're doing, slapping these things off.
All right. Can I drag Doya or what?
You would not be able to drag him. You could touch him.
No. Stabs will be like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
That's with your cunning
And then when
action.
Yeah. So when I'm here, am I out of it? 30?
Yeah, there's a few more on you, but you start swatting them off now.
Okay, but am I cool or what?
Do you feel cool?
Can I see?
Yeah, you can see now.
All right. I don't know what else to do besides keep heading the general direction away from them. But that's all I could move because I just used my cunning action to dash. So I don't think I can move anymore, can I?
I guess not.
Unless I have a bonus action to dash as well.
Yeah, technically, you could use your action to dash as well. That's another, at this point, 30 feet.
All right, and then Stab is just gonna fucking run, like there's bees on him, this way, just around the cliff.
And
Hold on a second, I didn't count. 20, 30. Oh, that's too far. Right there.
You book out of the swarm. Do you like stop, drop, and roll or anything, or like what are you doing as you run out?
I'm doing whatever it takes to get this shit off of me. If it's like fucking, yeah, just whatever. Just slapping, fucking fucking. If there's some in my shirt, fucking take that shit off and like just do whatever I can.
Okay, you just everything, just peeling and ripping these things off and crushing as many as you can. Doya, I need you to make another Constitution savings throw. Okay, you are going to take 32 damage from these
That's
things.
a stab layer on that.
Yeah, it's just what I had clicked at the time. Just 4d10.
Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
As these things are just coating your body, but you can now take your turn as normal. What would you like to do?
Everything's difficult, right?
You're in difficult terrain right now.
So I'm going to go 5, 10. I want to go there. 5, 10.
That's just 5.
Well,
Diagonals are
it
5.
takes 10 to go there.
Oh, you're counting it because difficult terrain. Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30. And do I see any signs of the edge of this field?
You can feel some rock face directly right next to you. So you put your hand on that, but you're uncertain if you're near the exit of the circle or not. But you know you're at the cliff wall now.
Then I want to use my action to keep going along this rock face. So that'd be another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I assume I can see out in front of me, right?
You can barely see out in front of you, yeah.
It's going to be enough. I'm going to use a bonus action to Misty Step.
Oh, okay. Why don't you just lead off with that?
I know where I'm going, sir. Gotta
Yes,
know where I'm
that's-
going.
I guess that's accurate. You do need to see where you're going to do that. So you reach the edge, and you misty step. Where do you appear?
Right out here. Just still swatting away with my stick and everything.
Well, when you reappear from your mist form, you don't have any locusts on you whatsoever. They are what was on you still flutters around in this area now.
Oh, fucking lucky.
But you all
Any sign of us being chased?
a few reach out, sometimes toward your direction. Hey, some get a little close to you and then just turn back and go back into this black swirling cloud of bugs.
They better. They know what's good for them.
And they'll take us out of half initiative there.
I'll look to the left and to the right and just say, So we should find another way, right? We should go somewhere else.
Now let's go back in. No,
As a druid,
fuck that shit.
I can confirm there are a lot of bugs over there.
You
Hey,
don't
man.
say.
Even in Avernus, somehow life finds a way.
Do you
I like
think
to find a.
Do you think they're protecting something? What the fuck is this? What is happening here?
It might be, but I'm not dealing with that. Fuck that shit. Fuck those curses.
The swarm seems to be getting a little bit smaller and shrinking down a bit.
It's Kerrigan in there. She's the heart of the swarm. StarCraft joke.
I followed you.
Thank you.
I did not.
I'll be here for like another hour and some change. How rapidly is it decreasing in size?
Fairly quickly.
I'd like to try and pinpoint where it's like where the fuck they going?
I
As it
actually
sh-
have a question as well, but I'll go after him.
As you see the swarm shrinking down, you could see a corpse on the edge still, its claw hand laying out, and you could see multiple holes in its body as you see bug after bug just swarming inside of this corpse specifically.
Ugh.
You
Is
would
it like that
assume-
fear of holes kind of
Can you
shit?
bring it?
This would be the guy. You can see it happening too.
Okay.
It would seem that as it gets smaller, you can see it happening to a few more bodies as well, until the swarm sinks,
swarma.
shrinks and shrinks
Shawarma.
and shrinks, until you don't see any of them anymore. You do notice, however, that a few bodies or corpses that were there seem to be just bones now.
I'll see Stab kind of walking behind, like kind of climbed up here and walking behind me. And I'll turn around and just say, "Well, I'll be damned. Flesh-eating locusts in hell. Who knew? Who knew? I did. I knew. But what? Why? What are they? What is happening? I'm genuinely confused. I mean, we're here, and now we're here, and I'm confused. I would like to know what is
Dude.
happening here.
Was that sarcasm directed?
No,
I told
no,
you so.
there's legitimately zero sarcasm here.
Oh, okay.
I have a question, Jimmy.
Uh-huh.
Up until I was attacked and probably lost my concentration, I was running detect magic. Did I see any magic there?
You did not.
Cool. It's not magic.
Yo, man, I don't even know if it's worth it anymore. I mean, I was desperate enough to go in there, but fuck, you know? I'm down to 10 health.
Is the peacock still there?
The
That's a good
peacock
point.
body seems untouched.
Fuck that peacock.
Elgin,
Yes.
I may not be a coroner, and I may be an incredibly old druid, but I'm pretty sure that's not a peacock.
Oh, I'm quite positive it's the one strangest thing sitting in the middle of that pile. All
What do
these
you
different
think it is?
creatures. I have no bloody clue.
Are you being
But-
sarcastic, Elgin?
No, if I was sarcastic, you would know.
I didn't know the last
I
line.
would have said, yes, of course I know exactly what it is.
Oh, so you do know what it is?
I do not know what it is.
Oh, see, there you go.
That said,
That makes it valuable.
I think that if anybody is going to move that thing, how much do peacocks weigh on average?
I don't know, I'm not a corner.
40
That would
pounds?
actually be more in the lines of maybe a zoologist, not a coroner.
Right.
40 pounds, I'd say.
Maybe as much as a
Well,
dead chicken.
does anyone have any telekinesis?
Oh,
Yes.
Any way to move things with their minds?
how much is this?
Um,
I got
So-
Mage Hand.
looking in the pit of bullshit up there. There's the peacock, and you said then there's a couple bags.
There are
It's like
3
right here.
bags. Right where he
How
picked.
big are the bags? Are they like backpacks?
Look more like satchels. Maybe like hip pouches.
Well, you could use your mage hand and pull them back. If
How
it's
much-
even worth taking.
How much do we care about this peacock body?
I don't.
I look back at Stab. Peacock body.
Stab's gonna look at all the fucking holes in his body and be like, I kind of lost interest, man. But you know what? I will 100% back you up if you want.
All right.
It'd be fun to shoot it with an arrow, because fuck that thing, am I right?
What do we care more about? We care more. Hold on, let me rephrase this. With the exception of Doya, what do we care more about? The peacock body or the bags?
The moment, I only care about the peacock body because it tried to kill us.
We know what you care about. You're the druid. We know.
Jamie, did I when I looked at the bags, did I notice anything about it, like the design or just anything glimmering? Did it look fancy?
Nah, it didn't look that fancy. Looked like just leather bags with leather scraps used to stitch them together.
Did it look like it belonged to any body nearby it? Did it look like someone was dying to protect the bag, or did it look like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to
You
see
wouldn't
if
be
any
able
visual
to.
cues would. Oh, go ahead.
You wouldn't be able to discern that from the way the bodies are all destroyed around it. Nothing's reaching towards it or covering it or anywhere around it. It just looks like bags that got thrown off in the heat of battle. Is the best thing you
Okay.
could draw from it.
Look, Hayes, I don't know if anything's important in there. They were just leather bags. It could be anything. It could be coins. Could be nothing.
Could be answers.
It
Could be answers. Or it could be the fucking
Could be
golden sword
answers.
we've been looking for is in that bag. Who fucking knows?
Maybe Mordenkainen's in there. We don't. Maybe the peacock is Mordenkainen. My question is, if you had to choose to bring one of the two back
Nah.
to where we're standing right now,
Oh, definitely not the peacock. Fuck
the
that
bags,
peacock.
right? The
Yeah.
bags, right? I look
Yeah.
over at Elgin with like these wide eyes. The bags, right?
The bags.
I give kind of a side eye to Elgin. The bags.
The bags. Look, I don't think any of this is worth our lives. Avernus is a hellhole. Literally, quite literally, a hellhole. It's literally the ass crack of hell, it seems.
Not the good part.
Definitely not. And not only that, it's the sweatiest, swampiest, assiest of swamp asses that hell could possibly shit out. I don't think any of this is worth our lives.
I start walking towards
Where you going?
the bullshit, and like as you're saying all that, Elgin, and I just turn around like arms wide and say, "Yet here we are."
Well,
Stab is at.
if we're going to do
Watch
this,
that,
we may as well make it worth our while. Stab, are you okay?
No, dog.
I
I'm
cast
pretty...
Misty Step,
Oh, what the fuck? You just fucking.
and I whoop, and
Can
I
you do
wanna
that as many
appear
times as you want?
And that's
I
a
wanna
level 2
appear-
spell.
right where the
Ooh.
bags are, and lean down and put my arm through the bags, and I'm gonna do something. I know you're gonna DM some shit on me here, so just so you know, I have an exit strategy. So I warp in here, I grab the bags, then something happens, and then my thing. So what happens?
You appear between some bodies on top of the bags.
Nothing's happening?
Oh, nothing's happening right now.
I
You hear some
wanna peek
skittering
in the
and a
bag.
corpse nearby. That's it.
Don't like the skittering, don't like that. But I peek in the bags real quick.
Okay. Are you going through all 3 of them or just one of them? Or just 2 of them?
I'm starting with one, and I'm gonna assess the skitter factor after each bag.
The first bag you open up, you see it looks like a lot of gold coins.
Like that. How we skittering? What's the skitter gauge?
Skitter scale.
Yeah, what's the skitter scale at?
No increased skitter so far.
Okay, checking second bag.
Second bag also seems to have a lot of gold in it.
Like that, even more. What about the third bag? What's up with that?
Locusts.
Wait, skitter scale. What's the skitter scale at? We still good?
No change in skitters.
All right, skitter scale is good.
The third
Check the third bag.
seems to have a couple of soul coins in it.
Ooh, mama like.
Well, Stab is sitting. How much are you missing? Just outside of this is out of character. How much are you missing? Health.
You mean health wise? I'm
Yes.
10. I got 10 health out of 66.
How much? Out of 60. Okay, that's what I was trying to get at. Okay, so I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna lay a hand on you. Actually, no. I'm gonna slap you on your back. I'm gonna give you 20.
Just 20?
Just 20. Hey, I have a pool. I have a pool of 45 hit points for lay on hands. I am not wasting all 45 of them on you because you ran in there.
I didn't run in there. Technically, I tried to stop Doya from doing that shit.
Hey, we were walking in there together, sir.
Yeah.
As a team.
Well, I'm keeping 25, the remaining 25 for myself. But you have 20 hit points back.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I appreciate it. Stab is gonna. How was it? Was it a hard hit?
It is a very hard hit.
Oh, Stab's gonna go like, ooh, that's that good touch though, because he heals from it.
It hurts
Are
so
these-
good.
Are
Much
these bags
appreciated.
like backpacks or are they like satchels? How
Like
do I
hip
pick them
pouches,
up?
right?
They're more like satchels, like small satchels, like something you could attach
Okay.
to your belt, something like that.
Okay, so I will either attach them to my belt or throw them in my backpack, whichever would be quicker, while also, like, I'm not trying to lose any of this shit, you know?
Backpack would be quicker.
Okay, I throw them in the backpack. And as I'm kind of packing them quickly away into the backpack, I'm going to look around. I'm going to assess the skitter factor again one more time.
It looks like the skittering has increased, actually. You now can see, it almost looks like this creature's leg is, like, twitching.
Okay, don't like that. Going to step up
Skitter
here.
scale's raising.
And
Oh, you
gonna
crazy
step here,
fucker.
and I'm gonna kneel down. I want to get a closer look at this mostly decapitated peacock.
I need you to make an acrobatics check for me.
I will make that acrobatics check with my
Hope
plus
you do.
0.
Wow, okay. So, you gracefully step over this chain devil right next to you without nudging or nestling anything, and kneel down to examine this peacock. And it looks like in battle it got just eviscerated, but it's still in mostly one piece. But you're staring at a peacock. What would you like to do?
I would like to make some kind of arcana, something. Why the fuck is this peacock here? Why is it here? Is it magic? Where did it come from? Why is a peacock in hell? Do peacocks have souls? Can the peacock soul be dragged to hell? How did it get? Is it a pet? Who brought this here? Why is there a peacock here? That's what I'm trying to ascertain.
All right, make a let's you know what? We're going to try to piece together something. Make an investigation check.
I will make an investigation check.
Yeah.
Okay. So just staring at this peacock and just this money sitting next to it, you look back at the peacock and then think about the money you have, and you can only assume that for all intents and purposes, if this is just an actual peacock, this could be some sort of bounty or payment or something.
This is trafficking. Poaching.
The longer he stands there, the more worried I'm going to get he's going to get swarmed and we have to go in after him. I'm going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on myself at 4th level.
I'm going to. I'm assuming I'm hearing more skittering around me. It's intensifying.
It's not growing at the moment. Still, the leg of that thing over there was twitching, but it seems to have stopped. But no change so far.
Okay. I'm gonna move just here to where I'm not immediately next to any of the corpses outside of the weird peacock. I'm gonna reach down and I'm gonna pull a few of its feathers out, just like a handful
Ooh.
of peacock feathers. I want.
Got some big set of balls with its own tail on it.
So you reach down and grab the tail end of the peacock and just give a quick tug and pull out 3 feathers.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Grab the fucking thing.
What thing?
Oh wait, no, I just fuck with you. Can you hear me from there?
I look over to Stab. What thing?
Oh shit, he could hear me? Shit, I was talking to you, Doya.
I hear everything. Okay, so this thing is just this is a drug deal gone bad, is what this looks like here. What's the
Get
deal
the
with
drugs and the
locusts?
money.
Like, I kind of want to pull this fucking peacock out of here with me. I feel like, you know what? Doyle would like this. I grab the leg. I grab the leg of the peacock and I stomp my foot on the ground and I cast Thunder Step and boom. And I just want to appear back over here with the peacock in hand.
Okay. So, Thunderstep. Tell me what that does. Damn it, grab the peacock.
Let me pull it up here. So here, I'll just link it.
Thunderstep.
90-foot range. Teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range. Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a con saving throw, taking 3d10 thunder damage, or half as much on a successful save. It's loud as fuck, and I can bring objects with me as long as their weight doesn't exceed what I can carry. I can also teleport one willing creature of my size, or smaller, who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity.
Okay. So you thunderstep and appear over here with this peacock corpse. It's a bit messy, but you have most of it. And
Got it.
you can see all these bodies writhing after that thunderstep, and a few insects crawl out and then just turn upside down as they hit the ground. But then a few more crawl out, and they're definitely still moving. And a few more, and a few more, until that familiar cloud starts forming again.
This is my peacock!
Around these bodies. They spread out. Let's see if I can get my shape tool here. There we go.
Fucking cheese it.
They spread out about this far
Ooh.
as the circle goes bigger and bigger. But something you can notice, Hayes, as you look at them, is that circle seems to be slowly drifting in your direction.
Ooh.
I've got the peacock by the leg, and I'm just gonna drag it further and further with me.
Oh shit,
forward.
can I be moving too as that fucking swarm comes?
We're not initiative. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, fucking Stab is gonna see that. I'm not dealing with that shit again. Start fucking. I don't know, man. Maybe we should give it back what it wants.
I look back at the swarm. Does it look like, because I kind of changed course a little bit, does it look like it's shifting in the same direction that I'm walking?
It doesn't seem to be moving towards you anymore. It only slightly came your direction and stopped.
Stab is still moving and freaked out.
I look over at Doya. Doya, come look at this dead bird. You wanted to see it.
Doya is going to try to keep one eye on the giant cloud of bugs, and I guess one eye towards where Hayes ended up with the peacock.
Stab is gonna yell out to, hey, investigate it further away from the cockroaches. I'm just gonna look at it like 10 feet from a swarm of locusts.
I'm looking at that. I've got it. It's fine. Oh, maybe
Did it just get bigger?
Closer?
That's where they had moved before.
Okay.
It just got bigger.
It doesn't seem to be moving right now.
Doya, quickly look at this bird.
What is the proper check to try to figure out what's going on with this crazy peacock?
What are you trying to determine?
Is this peacock really a peacock?
What's up with the DM?
That would be...
It's got herpes on its face.
That'd be some survival.
You
Make a
guys look
survival
at it?
check.
This is survival?
It's gonna be some survival.
Okay.
See how we can identify these creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on, hold on.
Surviving.
This is a check, right?
This is a check.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's still good
Wait,
enough.
15.
Plus,
Plus
isn't
Elgin's
it plus
5, that's right.
Elgin's thing? Yeah.
That's why it's 15.
So you examine this
Yeah.
creature, trying to make heads or tails of it, and you're pretty confident it's an actual peacock.
I assume that Elgin's probably looking at me with like a smug look.
No, I'm bewildered as well.
Okay. Then I will meet eyes with him and go, peacock?
Peacock.
Well, it's not a murder chicken. Maybe we eat it.
Can't be worse than the things that chased us.
Okay, that cloud's definitely coming this way. I grabbed
We
the
should
peacock
probably
by the
leave.
leg again, and I'm gonna drag it up here. You all stay that way. Go that way, and I'll point like hard west.
Oh.
I'm checking something.
I'm gonna move back towards
Oops.
like around the rock.
I just want to see
And
what's
I'm just-
going on. I feel like I
I'm
wouldn't be
just
able to see
watching
it
this
on the rock.
swarm. I want to see if it's coming towards more meat, which would be the team to the left, or if it's coming towards this damn
Oh.
peacock.
Okay. You all just kind of hanging back, just watching this cloud.
Yeah.
I actually want to try something. I want to try to cast Produce Flame.
Sure. You go to cast Produce Flame, and again, need you to make a Wisdom check.
Wisdom.
Okay, you cast Produce Flame in your hand.
I want to launch it into the cloud of bugs.
Oh, you crazy fucker.
You throw your flame into this cloud of locusts, and it just vanishes in the darkness.
Do I see any bugs sort of catch fire as it goes in or anything? Or does it just...
Not at all.
You
Like
fucking,
the
have you ever,
Dothraki in the long night.
throw a fucking
lights
rock
up.
at a beehive, Doya?
I don't know how many references to Game of Thrones I'm gonna make tonight.
I think it's go time, gentlemen.
Not over here when after you throw a rock at a beehive, fucker. Fuck away from me.
So
I
where-
drag it a bit further north.
Okay. So what are y'all doing?
I guess I want to see if his theory holds water. See the direction of where the locusts fly.
Okay. So you guys are just waiting around a bit?
And being aware of my surroundings, I guess. I don't want fucking more to sneak from behind us, I guess.
Sure. You stare at this swarm again, that was moving towards you, it looks like, and it looks like it's actually starting to get a bit smaller again. Wish I could manually shrink these, whatever. But yeah, it looks like it backs away.
Okay.
Oh, it's eating more things. Okay. I start dragging this peacock back down towards the rest of the group.
Can I see
All
it?
right. So I hold it up by its leg, and I assume its neck is just kind of barely dangling on.
Yep.
I'll hand it over to Stab. And I'll say,
go ahead.
I'll say, so I don't know exactly what we just stumbled upon, but judging by the amount of gold, and take my backpack off and I open it up and I pull out the pouches and I just open them up one by one. Judging by the amount of gold here, and it's just kind of 2 pouches filled with gold and 1 filled with a couple of soul coins. I imagine this was some sort of negotiation gone wrong. And these locusts may just be unrelated to what happened here. Maybe this is the fate of all that die in Avernus and don't evaporate into some sort of dark smoke cloud or shining stars.
Jamie, you said the front of the peacock was split open, right?
That is correct.
Stab wants to look and examine its innards just to see if it was stuffed with anything or something.
Okay. Stab, you place your hand on its chest area and kind of push back the skin and muscle tissue and whatnot and take a peek inside, and looks like more peacock innards in there. You don't really see anything else odd or anything unless you're sticking your hand way deep.
You give it to me? Yeah, sure. Do it. Let's do deep.
All right. Stab shoves his hand inside the peacock's open frontal wound, elbow deep, just feeling around on the innards. It feels disgusting, Stab. You're gripping organs and just all sorts of just viscera. It's just gross. You're not really a doctor or know much about animals in general, but you don't feel anything that would be like a key or a chest or anything that's not squishy while you're reaching in there.
Oh. Alright. You can have your peacock back, Hayes.
Are
hand
you like handing it out to me?
Yeah.
His hand is
I
just
grab
coated.
it and immediately just let it go and let it fall to the ground.
Cool. Alright. And I'm just gonna fucking shake my hand out and let the fucking blood just splat on the floor or whatever. We got some more fuel. Cool.
So I'll kneel down and kind of take a closer look inside the pouches. I'd like to get an idea of how much gold is in here and verify the amount of soul coins and that they are actual soul coins in here.
Sure.
Ooh, how many?
You take your backpack out and set it in front of you and take out these small leather satchels. When you take them all out and start going through them, the first satchel seems to contain you start counting the coins. It takes a few minutes, but you count out 150 gold coins in the first one. In the second one, you count another 150 gold coins. And in the third one, you count 2 soul coins.
Don't you mean 150 soul coins?
I'm afraid not.
Okay, just checking. Because I was seeing a pattern there.
I'll start to just kind of count out 75 gold coins and just hand them out to each member. So I'll hand 75 coins to Stab, 75 to Doya, 75 to Elgin, and I'll take 75 and put them in my pouch as well, because I don't want to carry around extra bags that we don't need.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
So it's 75. Was it just regular gold, right?
Yep, 75G. And I'll just say we earned it. We earned it. We'll probably die with it in our pockets, but
we'll likely
the next
never
guy will
spend it.
get our purse or whatever.
it'll ease the pain just a little, knowing that we're not going to meet our end completely poor. So, there's that. I'll take out the 2 soul coins and I'll kind of take one in each hand. I'm gonna look around. Who has soul coins already?
I'm sure they're in the back
wouldn't
holding.
say that too loud, but in the back. And I'll point towards the bag of holding.
I'll take them both and I'll hand them over towards Doya.
We ran into an issue the last time I had them all. Are we sure we shouldn't spread them out just in case we come across a car inside a fort?
That's what I was trying to ask. Why are you being difficult? I said who has the soul coins? And you just motioned like you had them all.
I do, I think.
Okay. Well, you know what? And I'll look over at Elgin, and I'm just gonna kind of I am up and down for a second.
Yeah, you like what you see, don't you?
Yes.
You know, you've been through enough. And I'll take one of the soul coins and I'll put them
He
in my
didn't
bag. And
do
I'll
anything
take
with the locusts.
and I'll take the other one and I'm just gonna shove it into Stab's chest. Just like, you take this one. Hold on to it.
What? I just got my ass bit.
You're the driver. Even though we don't have a car right now, you're the driver. And you need to have a key.
All
Put it
right,
in
that
your
makes
bag.
sense. Wait, I have 2 or 1.
I don't know. Look
He's
in
gi-
your bag.
He's giving you
Did you
one.
hand me 2? Oh, you gave me 1.
No, you're asking it. Yes, I'm giving you one and I'm taking one. I'm sorry.
All right,
I thought you were asking me how many you already had.
Oh, no. I thought you were handing I wasn't sure if you were handing both to me or just 1.
No, just one. And I'll take
Okay.
the other one. I'm trying to divvy it up here. So we
Can
all lose our
do.
mind. Can do.
Thank you.
And I'll take the other one and put it in my backpack.
All right, how do I fucking... I
I
think
don't
this is
know.
the first time I had a soul coin.
No, it's not.
It's not? Oh, shit. It's the first time I added it to inventory.
That might be true.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a backpack. And 75 gold.
Alrighty.
Whew! Whew! We rich! Well, I'm going to advise that we don't go directly that way. Perhaps we find a way around.
I'll follow you wherever, Navigator.
And I'd like to try and find a way around.
Sure. Make a perception check, Hayes. Oh,
No
oh,
clue.
Okay.
One way.
So you don't see any paths around you whatsoever, but the only ones that are even visible is back from where you came, which is about an hour walk back, forward, which is through these bodies, or up and kind of strafing past on the cliffside walls.
I relay that information to the party.
Roger.
Roger Dodger.
Yeah.
Elgin, do you have any... You're kind of the unofficial mascot / leader of this group. Do you have any insight into which way you would prefer to go? Seeing as how you're pretty decadently dressed in armor there, how do you feel about going up and over?
I would prefer we didn't, but if it's the only way to go, then so be it. Beggars cannot be choosers.
I do not prefer the high road in almost any case. But if anyone else can find another way, I'm open to suggestions. As Hayes asked the DM if everybody else can also make a perception check to find another way around.
Anyone who wants to look, they can. Sure.
Yeah, I'll give it a gander, but I don't expect to find anything.
Would a 20, even with disadvantage, see anything?
Absolutely. A 20 would be able to discern that there are no other paths around you than the
What does 18 get me?
the ones right in front of you.
So we could take the high road.
Actually, I'll say this, Doya, since you rolled a 20. So looking at how the bodies are strewn out now and how a few have actually been eaten, it looks like there might be a slight sliver of a path just around the southern side of these corpses. You will be real close to them still, but you might be able to slink by there without disturbing things.
Well, if we are brave gentlemen, and stealthy ones at that, there is the chance that we can slip along that south edge.
I'll look over to Elgin.
If we have to climb, then we have to climb.
This would be on the ground.
There's
If it's if it's an easier path, I'll take it.
there is one other option, but I don't like it any better.
What's
What's
other
that?
option?
Go on.
I could try to fly us over.
One
I
by
don't-
one.
Yeah, I don't like that anymore either. Yes.
I mean, yeah, some of you have already flown with me before. It worked
Yes.
out.
Flying Erdoya, while not my preferred way to travel, is better than nothing.
I mean, I think those two are it, unless we want to just go back.
DM, correct me if this is completely out of character, but can a person? I don't think a living person can get inside of a bag of holding, can they? Don't bad things happen when that occurs?
Not
Well,
with that attitude.
you asked if they
Yeah.
can, and the answer to that is yes. What happens
But should
afterwards
they?
is a different question. And yeah, should they? That's also a different answer.
Peek your head in there. Peek your head in there. See what happens.
Oh no, I'm good. I distinctly remember a bad thing happening once.
It was a different campaign then, huh? Yeah.
Very different. But the consequences would probably be no less dire.
I would like to size up Elgin real quick and go, how much do you weigh?
That's kind of rude to ask.
Well, I'm not a maiden, but my weight is considerable. I guess you could say I'm substantially big.
Oh yes.
He's a thick boy.
Minimum without armor. I would say in the neighborhood of 230.
And with the armor?
7,000.
With the armor, considerably. The armor's an additional 65 pounds.
So I was going to look at his arms for a second and sort of kind of like think about flapping and then go, let's try the stealth route.
Then
All right, lead the way, buddy.
let us do it.
I say lead the way, and I just walked in front of you. Did you tell us where it was, right? You told us. Where was it again?
I'm going to point, yeah, about there.
Alrighty. Righty.
Dab.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of come back a sec.
Okay.
Everybody get in tight. And I'm going to go ahead and try pass without a trace. Do I need to roll anything, DM?
What type of magic? Hold on just a second.
And again, everything I have uses wisdom.
Oh shit! You could just do this to all of us.
Yes, make a wisdom check for me. Do you get
wait.
Elgin's aura? Does aura help with
Mhm.
checks or just saving throws?
Savings throws.
This
You're-
is a wisdom check.
Yes.
7.
You attempt to cast Pass Without Trace, but your magic just fizzles and nothing happens.
Does that still use a spell slot?
But the spell slot is used.
Ooh, that sucks.
Hard mode.
Yep.
All right, buddy. You tried, right?
Yeah, you're just gonna see me like stare at the hand I was using to try to do the cast.
It's all right, buddy. You just gotta move like me, and then
It
I'm
happens
just
to
gonna
the
fuck
best of us with old age. That's what I've heard.
it. Ooh, not
I
that.
don't usually have this sort of problem.
Ooh.
Perhaps when we get back to Baldur's Gate, we can find a healer.
All right. Oh shit! I'm glitching.
So all of you start moving towards the
The south
small
pass.
potential passage past these creatures, leaving the peacock behind out in the open of Avernus.
Fuck that peacock.
Yeah, fuck that peacock.
Actually,
And
wait.
if it matters,
I'm gonna
I was-
stop.
Oh
And I'm
shit,
gonna
you're
run.
stopping?
I'm gonna run back. Actually, I'm grabbing that fucking
Where
peacock.
you going? Yeah.
Just in case.
I'm gonna grab it by the leg again, the left leg.
So this is a chunky peacock. It's if you're carrying it with you, it's going to be 10 pounds in your
No,
inventory.
I'm dragging it.
How much is that in
Jesus.
rations?
If you wanted to chop it up, you could probably get about 4 rations
fine.
out of it.
Ooh.
Meals for the day.
I'm dragging it by the leg.
All right, I'm just gonna say it's in your. Got it with you.
Okay.
I'd like to.
Three-quarter peacock to my inventory.
Wait, say it again,
Like-
Hayes.
I add 3/4 of a peacock to my inventory.
Okay. Just drag it on the ground. Go ahead, Doyle.
How would I just attempt a stealth roll?
Okay, stealthing. Do a stealth check for me. Anyone else who wants to can as well, or not.
That's a good idea.
I am a ninja.
I'll give it a Yeah, I'm not gonna do well with it, but I'll do it.
We
I
still
think
get
yours
the
is with
+5 aura?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
Why does he
9.
get disadvantage?
I think-
Heavy armor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's +5 thanks to your thing, right?
It's a 14, right?
Ooh, everyone gets +5.
Oh wait, no, you said savings throws, not checks.
Yeah, save. Oh, I thought you were talking about the pass. Oh, never mind. I thought pass trace might have added to that. But
I totally forgot. No.
think
So
fizzled
yeah,
out.
you got a 9. All right, so most of you are feeling kind of stealthy. Elgin, you're doing your best. You're fully kitted out in metal, so you already know what to expect, but you're still moving quietly as you can.
yeah, I'm not taking this shit off. If I can
Yeah.
help it.
All of you can start moving.
Alright. I'm gonna, Doya saw the path, so I'm just gonna motion him to lead, because I'm not sure if he
Yeah.
wants us to go this way.
I'll follow Stab.
Sneak. Sneak. Oh, I can't move! Sneak.
There's no movement.
Quality gameplay.
So far. All of you cross. A little bit of skittering can be heard nearby on this creature, but nothing showing right now.
It's only a 2 on the skitter scale.
Elgin,
Uh-oh.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
as
I
you're
knew it.
back as
This
against this
motherfucker!
wall,
Just
moving,
run. Just run.
trying to move
Mhm.
past, you see a larger locust just crawl out of this thing's body, and it stops just staring at you. And you're just staring back at it. Do you keep moving, or what do you do?
Kill it.
How big is it?
It's about the size of your fist.
Damn. Some meaty boys.
Fuck it.
What does that mean? No!
You do a sacred flame, do it?
Yeah, a sacred flame do it.
Can I fucking just start running as soon as I hear that go off?
Absolutely. If you want to, you could start booking. I still got to pause for just a moment, though. Okay, yeah, it failed.
Ooh.
So, you just slowly hold your hand out at it, and this beam of light engulfs it as it lights on holy fire and just lets out a little squeal as it just turns to ash. You can see the creature it came out of start writhing violently, and a few other bodies as well. Now you guys are free to move.
Alright.
I'm just gonna start booking
I'm
it.
just gonna
Stealth
start-
doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Yeah, as I say, I'm just moving.
Okay, you guys start dashing, and just a few seconds later, Hayes, are you staying behind?
No.
Oh, he was
I'm
doing
not, sorry.
something.
I was doing something.
I can see it in your glasses.
As soon as you guys
I'm
start
dragging this peacock.
bucking away, bugs and bugs start pouring out of these bodies once again, but you guys are already out of range and still just hauling out of there. Do you keep going till you're just out of sight of these bodies?
Yeah.
I'm dragging this peacock as fast as I can. No, 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 no!
I kind of slow my pace down after I see the bugs have kind of receded, but I still just trek along the way.
You book out of range of these things and away from the corpses. And you stop finally to start catching your breath. As you have gotten away from the corpse party in the middle of the valley with a little bit of treasure.
We did it!
What did we
We
just do?
won.
What was the session? Bug session.
We were going to fight chickens, but they chickened out, and now we're bugged by bugs.
They lived up to their name.
They really did.
The valley seems to open up just shortly after you guys' hard sprint away. You're stopped right at the exit, back out into a little bit of open area with a few hills, a few large boulders or stones poking out of the ground, a few odd-looking trees as well.
They look
But they almost look like the color of a... They're striped like a zebra with greenish purplish leaves and big, large purple orbs underneath them.
Ooh.
You guys are stopped at the moment. What would you like to do?
Those look like trees I know.
Yeah, I want to see what the tree is. It's like zebra striped gum tree.
They don't look familiar at all, Doya.
They're probably a peacock.
You know,
You
could
wanna-
be. It's
yeah.
possible.
Watch a fucking locust come out of that tree too.
I'm sick of these locusts.
Is there any did anyone else stop to look at it?
There's a lot of them. It's not just one.
Oh, okay. Is there
I mean,
one?
I'll
just really
look,
close?
but I'm not interested.
You want to? You going up to one?
How long has it been since I ate one of Doya's or Elgin's elderberries? Am I getting peckish again?
Those last all day.
Oh shit.
You are
So am I
satiated.
feeling alright? Oh, never mind. Fuck those berries. Nah, I'm just gonna keep moving.
Okay, you guys just press on, just in that direction.
Yep.
All
So it
right.
look like we're going to have to go through this forest if we keep on our current course.
I wouldn't call them dense enough to call it a forest. They're just kind of here and there.
Okay.
A lot of open areas still where you're at, but at least there's some cover around too. You're not just in empty, desolate plains. But if you guys are pressing on, then we can keep on going. Anyone do anything else before we move forward? Okay.
Nope.
You guys travel on for another hour. Constitution savings throws, please.
Yay.
Saving
How many?
throw, right?
Just one Constitution savings throw.
Okay.
Okay, all you still A-okay. You travel on for another 30 minutes this time. Until, there's not so many trees around you anymore. Just a few, stand-up tall, almost pointed, just straight-up spiked peaks, with flat rock surfaces on the sides. They don't look like towers necessarily or carved, but it looks like there's nothing you could get under. Wind starts to pick up a bit. It's faint at first. It starts to pick up a bit heavier until dirt, gravel, and dust around you starts being pushed around a bit. It seems like the winds are steadily and quickly increasing. What would y'all like to do?
How strong is this weather right now?
Right now it's rough enough to where it's starting to move loose debris on the ground. Hayes being Hayes and Doya, make survival checks
seaman.
for me.
You make semen?
I am a seaman.
You might be familiar with this haze, and Doya, it's possible you would have studied about something like this.
What kind of check?
Survival.
Disadvantage sucks.
Is that a 12?
Yes.
Plus, wait,
Yeah.
are these checks or saving throws?
Those are checks. So both of you can realize that this seems the beginning of what looks like it's going to be a very, very rough sandstorm.
Well, I'm not sure, and I'm kind of yelling this above the sound of the environment. I'm not sure exactly what this means down in hell, but this is the type of environment that usually led to very poor situations out on the water. We might want to find shelter. And I'll kind of yell that up to Stab and Elgin.
Is there any you said there was no shelter around, Jamie? There's nothing.
Doesn't look like anything you could take shelter in right now, unless you were to
there,
travel
like-
back an hour and a half. Which, it's picking up at a pace to where it's going to be on you way quicker than that.
We need to get out of the direct line of this sand. Staff, how quick do you think you can make a hole with your move dirt stuff?
I can make a 5-foot cube, but I could do it instantaneously. You want me to do one right here? I don't know if it'll help.
Stab.
If this wind picks up, it's going to start hurting.
Sure, why not? Let's just do mold earth.
Stab.
Maybe I could just
While in the middle of talking to Doya and preparing your spell, you hear a voice. It seems to be coming from the direction that you were walking in. And it echoes in your mind, and it says, "This way. Come this way."
Do I know which way it's talking about?
You turn around and look the direction that you were traveling, and you're positive you heard a voice from that direction.
Did you guys hear that? It said go this way. And I'm just gonna point that way.
I'll look back. I'll look around. Which way?
Do I recognize the voice, Jamie? Is it what I think it is?
It sounds higher pitched, but you're not quite sure.
Stab's just gonna start moving in that direction.
Is he moving in the same direction that we've already been walking, or is it a different direction?
Same direction you're already walking.
Okay. So I see Stab kind of picking up the pace, walking in our direction. Did you say something?
Oh shit, you guys didn't hear me? Yeah, there's something calling out. It says go this way.
Hold on, wait, something call, and I'm still walking. There's something calling out, and it's telling us to go the way we're already walking?
Yeah!
The winds pick up even more. You're almost fighting against the wind to walk forward at this point.
The wind is coming from the direction we're going, right?
It's fairly violent. It's pushing from every direction.
So it's just going all crazy. All right,
It's
so
whipping.
I'll kind of slow my walk just a little bit, and I'll close my eyes and look down and just focus. And I want to just feel the way that the wind is kind of blowing around. And I want to channel my will and cast a storm guide.
Ooh, what does that do?
If it's windy, I can use a bonus action each round in combat to choose the direction that the wind blows in a 100-foot radius sphere centered on me. And I would like to channel that to have the wind at our backs.
Whoa.
Okay. So you close your eyes and focus your storm magic to take control of this wind. And when you do, the wind continues to just push you from side, from front, from back, in every direction. Your control over it seems to be non-existent.
Ooh.
All right, then I will stop in my steps and I will say, just kind of under my breath, will not be made a fool by the winds. And I will double down and refocus, and I will cast a 5th level spell, Control Winds. And I take control of the air in a 100-foot cube within range, which is 300 feet. I'll focus it on us. It lasts for an hour, unless I lose concentration, or if I temporarily halt it, and I will gust the wind behind us. A wind picks up within the cube, continually blowing in a horizontal direction that I designate. You choose the intensity of the wind, calm, moderate, or strong. If the wind is moderate or strong, ranged weapon attacks that enter or leave the cube pass through with disadvantage on their attack rolls. If the wind is strong, any creature moving against the wind, difficult terrain. But I channel my will into this, not just as a feature, but as a 5th level spell.
What is your spellcasting ability? Charisma?
It is charisma.
Make a charisma check.
God damn.
You focus your magics and try to take control of the wind again, but nothing seems to be taking hold. You don't even feel like your spell went off.
I lose my spell slot.
Still lose the spell slot.
Okay. I just throw my arms to the side.
When you do, the wind slightly whips you off balance as well.
I lay down.
Fuck.
You hear the voice again, Hayes. Or not Hayes, Stab. Hurry! Please hurry! It's dangerous!
Guys, we gotta just keep moving forward. I'm hearing this voice. I don't see other options besides me trying to do a cantrip to make a tunnel that it's not designed for. So Stab's just gonna go continue.
Just
traveling
leave me.
towards
This is where I'm meant to be.
Stab, do you continue moving on?
Can I see him on the floor?
You can.
I still have a dead peacock in my hand, too.
Let go of the fucking peacock and let's go.
I let go of the peacock.
Come on.
But I stay on the ground.
Mage hand, grab him.
I need you all to
What's
make
everyone else
dexterity savings throws.
And I
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Yeah. Okay, and with Elgin Zara, that's a +5 still. Okay, the winds are very violent right now, and debris and whatnot is being thrown all around you. It feels like it could start to hurt a little bit if you linger in it too long, but right now you're all okay.
Can I manage to get get Hayes on his feet to follow, or drag him with my mage hand?
You want to try? You want to try to get him to his feet?
Sure.
Okay. Hayes, Stab reaches down and just starts grabbing your body and trying to pull you up. What do you do?
I'll let him help me up. I'll get up, and I'll just start walking as best I can, but I don't say a fucking thing.
Hayes walks with you,
Can we hold
Stab.
hands with mage hands?
We can.
Yeah, you can.
Grab my hand. This will be like a tether system. So I'll hold on to you, you hold on to Doya, and Doya holds on to Elgin. Or some shit like that.
I have one thing that I'm good at, and I've failed. And now we're going to die and suffocate from a sandstorm in hell. Great. This is exactly how I imagined I'd die.
Alright, Stab is still trekking on forward despite all of this.
Elgin and
Putting all
Doya.
his eggs in this basket.
what are you doing? Y'all just kind of hanging there for a while now.
I wanted to pull out one of my bedrolls from the bag of holding. I want to wrap it around my tops. Maybe use it as like a sand shield.
Oh, clever. Okay, you take the bed out and you kind of start wrapping it around yourself, giving yourself a padded shield against any small stones or whatnot that may find their way to you.
Does it seem to help?
Maybe. I don't know. Next check, we'll find out, huh?
Cool.
Elgin, what are you doing?
I really can't do a whole heap of a lot. I'm just gonna I'm gonna use my shield to kind of protect myself as much as I can with it. But beyond that, just gonna keep pushing.
Okay, you all press on as this sand, whatever, just gets more and more intense. You're leaning forward, your bodies are being thrown back and forth. You're pressing through as hard as you can. And that's where we're going to stop for now.
Yay, mysteries. Don't know if I did the right thing.
Well, maybe you did.
You definitely did the right thing.
Yay.
Yay.
Didn't do it. This is like the first right thing this whole fucking play. Let's play with fucking cockroaches and let's hunt meat we don't need.
Hey, now you've seen spells fizzling left and right, so there's potentially a need for meat. And I already forgot the other thing you said, but it's probably important. Said something.
Alrighty.
What do you say? What do you say? I forgot.
Hunt for meat and then just play with roaches.
Oh, the roaches. That wasn't your fault. You know whose fault that was.
Yeah,
It was not my fault entirely. You said you wanted me to find out what was in that peacock.
It was Elgin for not warning us. No, just kidding.
Hey, if I say something's a bad idea, usually I'm saying it for a reason.
And I don't know, man. I just wanted to. Some of it is I just want to see what happens because sometimes it's like boring, just avoiding all the cool shit, you know.
Yeah, no one remembers the adventurer who does an adventure. That's correct. You delved into danger. You lost some life force from it. Fortunately, it didn't go down because those are not friendly at all to anyone who goes unconscious in them. So that's very, very, very fortunate. Doya, specifically. And you got some treasures out of it, so something gained there.
But I didn't want to like fuck around too much with those fruits. So I was like, you know what? I already did enough shit.
The option was there. You guys kept going, which is maybe it was smart, maybe you missed out. I don't know. But either way, you're in a big old storm right now of the wind type. So hopefully you guys get through that because next time's going to be next time's going to be kind of unique. There's some stuff I need to talk to you about after this session here. But before that, has anyone got any final comments? Anything they want to say before I say bye-bye to everybody out there?
Hey, and that is all.
I don't know.
Okay, very well. In that case, everyone who's been watching via Twitch or YouTube at a later date, thank you for watching us. We do appreciate it. We do this every Monday night at 7 p.m. now. We have moved up an hour. We're 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. My Wednesday game, actually, I did a lot of work on that over the last weekend, and I'm really close to actually getting it going now. So expect that by, I want to say around the end of August or maybe slightly sooner. I'm trying to get some artwork done for some of the characters, so we'll see. It's coming very soon. And yeah, well, good stuff.
Also, we're working on our in-person studio still.
Yeah, we still got a studio being put together. We got to drop some cash to get some more equipment, which we're working on that too. So I got a list of that stuff. so yeah, that's
we have to put the man hours in to make the money to invest in.
Yes,
but it's coming. But you can like, subscribe, comment, and subscribe.
Every bit truly helps right now. I've got a list. I've just got to figure out how I want to do the purchases because I had to make a hefty purchase for a vehicle recently because my Nissan finally died. So it is what it is. But we're getting there. Just a little more time. We'll get the studio going and we'll have our other campaign back. But until then, we got 2 others online and we'll see what happens, right? Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, thanks again, everybody. Y'all have a good day. Take it easy.
Yay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.